Good morning, fellow benchers. Hey, this is Mike from Empty the Bench, and this is an ETB presentation. We are talking quarterbacks for week 2, and we are going to go through our rankings. Let's take a look back at week 1. Let's see what stands out to us. Man, I'll tell you what, Drew Brees, I did not see it coming. Last year I thought, he had a very quiet year, but he was extremely successful leading the NFL in passing yards. I thought the old man age was going to start catching up to him, but look at the week he had coming out of the chute. He completed almost 67% of his passes for over 200 or 400 yards. He was the only quarterback to record over 400 yards, 4 TDs. If you had a couple of his receivers last week, you're probably extremely happy that you picked him up this year. If you had Drew Brees himself, that's a heck of a week fantasy-wise. So, jumping right out of the gates in that number 1 position for stats this week. Andrew Luck had a pretty huge game himself, 4 TDs, 385 yards, almost bringing Indianapolis back to beat the Lions. Let's see, talking Lions, extremely great day, almost 80% pass completion from Matthew Stafford. I mean, that definitely led the way for quarterbacks, 340 yards and 3 touchdowns. So again, it's a very strong fantasy week for him. One guy, Jameis Winston, we didn't see that coming with him as well. The fact that he threw for almost 300 yards, had 4 TDs. He did throw for an INT, but had extremely high percentage, and he controlled the offense very well, which we didn't really see that happening at this early stage in his career. Same thing with Marcus Mariota. If you look at him, his stats, a pretty solid week for him as well. So let's take a look at how this all translates into how we do the rankings for the week, and if there's any big swings. You can see that Drew Brees, the fact that he came in number 1 overall in passing for week 1, we did throw him up. He actually increased from number 9 to number 5. So it wasn't like we were too far off target with him, but I can see that if he has a couple more weeks like this, that number going up even higher. So they do need to find some balance on the offense. They got to, get that establish that run game if they're going to be successful this year. Matt Ryan jumped up a spot. Looks like Matt Ryan, Dalton, and Carr all jumped up a spot. Eli Manning dropped down a bit just based off of his offense. Would have thought he would have had a bigger week. He's got some weapons there to support him, but he struggled a bit this week. Otherwise, the top 15 remained fairly consistent. Some increases, a few decreases, but overall, if you've got one of these guys, one of these gunslingers, you're sitting pretty happy. You've got to be very happy with the performance. So that concludes our quick review of the quarterback position, and hope you enjoyed it. Why don't you check out our other videos on our channel where we review the other positions and try to walk you through some of what happened last week, along with where we project them for the week coming forward. So, and that's it. So we'll talk to you soon. And this is Mike. Adios. Good morning.